Welcome back to C minus. Welcome back to C minus Society. Yeah. I'm your host Shaz Rogers, and I'm here with the one and only DION.
I would tip my hat, but hair is trash right now.
Yeah, I didn't cut my hair either. Since the hats, me and you would be bald out here shining and proud. The cats didn't cut their hair.
What if I was embarrassed with my hat with my barber? It's like just keep right there. You're like, can you take your hat off?
No, it doesn't come. It's tattooed on. It doesn't right come there. Off. What if you did that? That'd be hilarious. Nah,
like,
I can't.
Actually. Hey man, I'm your friend, man.
It doesn't come off.
Take it out. Come on, brother.
Yeah. First of all, I just want people to know that I'm not wearing the same thing next week. This is the week I was just wearing this. I just forgot to bring another change of clothes that I'm recording to in a day. All right, forget the Hollywood magic. I'm giving you the truth.
We could have switched shirts, man, for the sake of.
We could have. You would not.
Want to smell that?
No. This shirt. It's so fucking tight. Mm-hmm. Like I'm dying in this hoodie. It's a large, and I am not a large. I'm an extra large.
You know what's disrespectful is they could have started with smaller sizes by saying small, medium. But when it says large, large is already a problem.
Right.
It's like, you're a large man.
A large guy.
But then it's like you're an extra large man.
Right.
Like, no,
right.
Not even an extra large. You are a extra.
But they don't tell you extra. They just go, you're double X. You get the L anymore? No.
Yeah.
You're a double. You
we know
triple
that's
X?
offensive.
Yeah.
The word large is offensive.
I feel like it should go small, medium, average, above average,
yes.
and then large.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
Let's make our own line of shorts.
A girl never wants to say, I wear a large.
Right. I wear I wear a size healthy.
I wear a size thick.
Let me tell you what else I don't like, man. I don't like how when people get like the dope ass socks. You know what I mean? With like people wear the socks and they got like the cartoons on them. I can't wear those because my socks, whatever was that image, is this big now. You know what I mean? My Nike sign is one line all the way across.
Just pull it around.
It's just like a beep. It's a flat line. It's no longer the check. Yeah, I'm like, yo, I want the cool. You know what I mean? I can't wear Spider-Man socks. It's one big red symbol all around.
You know what's funny
with like
about
a Japanese flag by the time I'm wearing it.
You know what's funny about people our size is. And I hate to say our size because you know how sensitive people are when it comes to people's weights.
What? No, I know what size. Here's what I don't like about large. What I don't like about large is that for me, I'm 5'7". You're
6'4".
So for large, it's like you're large but fat is what they always want to tell me my size is. Yeah, you're big and small. How you can be large because you also have the height.
Right.
I'm not large.
Yeah, you're not. You're bite size.
I'm like it's like a. I'm like a subcompact car, you know what I mean? And I don't like it because I was like, man, if I was taller, I'd wear the large.
Well, let's talk
probably.
about the benefits of being short.
Oh, good. This should be quick.
Because I'll tell you.
Quick combo.
Let's talk about the cons, and then I'll tell you my cons.
Of being
short.
Of being short.
Being short. Let's talk about the cons. Let's just do that.
All right. So, cons. Here you go. People respect you less. 100%. They see you as an adult and they go, he's small.
Muggsy Bogues is an all-time.
Muggsy didn't get respect until he made it to the pros.
Okay.
You know how many people?
Allen Iverson.
You know how many? Say, you know how many people told Muggsy he couldn't do it? You're 5'3", Muggsy. No one said, you know what? That's a great career choice.
But
Muggsy.
He's iconic as the shortest, dopest.
He's iconic now because he did it, and he did it for 11 years. Mm-hmm. But had Muggsy been 6'9", you think he would have worked as hard?
There's a lot of tall 6'9" niggas that ain't getting no respect.
Exactly, but I'm just saying, do you think Muggsy would have worked as hard to make him great? He wouldn't have.
But that's the the benefit. No, listen.
No, Muggsy loved basketball.
So if somebody said who's a better player between Muggsy Bogues or Sean Bradley, what would you say?
Oh, I'm going to say Muggsy.
What I'm saying is, like, when you're short, you have to work extra harder. Sean Bradley was like, I'm just literally dropping off the basket. I'm dropping the ball down.
Sean Bradley was there to get dunked on. He was just there. Hey, NBA needs somebody being put by people's posters.
Yeah, he was. The funny thing is, he was 7'6".
Yeah.
Played for the 76ers.
Yeah.
And his number was 7'6".
Was it really?
Yes.
Oh, probably because of his height. It makes sense now. He's paralyzed now.
Damn.
He got into like a horse riding accident, a motorcycle accident, something like that, just recently.
Within
the last few months.
You know what sucks is no one even respects him enough to even say, yo, shout out to Sean Bradley, man. Sucks.
No one did.
Sucks what happened to him. And what really bothers me is people, if you just average, they just be like, that happened? Crazy. So let me get number 2. They just be like, that's crazy.
He's ordering.
It's like, yeah, my name is Sean Bradley. Hey, you heard I'm Sean Bradley? Crazy. So let me get to number 2.
Number 2, no pickles.
No pickles.
No, yeah, no, that was the have to work harder was not because stand up wise, you can be short.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't have one of those careers where
great punches.
A comedy. What do you mean?
It helps your punchlines.
What does?
Because if you talk about yourself,
so here's the thing. I don't feel like
you
that.
need to talk.
No, because Kevin Hart has cornered the I'm short help market. Right? I can't go in there and be like, man, being 5'7" is crazy. And then Kevin Hart's like, he's 5'4".
Yeah.
Well, it's not a short contest. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I think he's 5'6".
I don't think he's that. I don't think he's 5'6". I
Really?
think he's shorter than that. Yeah. Cat Williams, because Cat Williams doesn't really talk about being short like that.
He hasn't.
It is like something will happen and he'll be like, oh, my size, blah blah blah. But he doesn't talk about being short.
Right.
You know. But Kevin's made a career out of which he should. My height, my being a hinge. I don't feel like that because I don't ever talk about.
Yeah.
That because it doesn't. I don't ever feel 5'7" until I'm doing something where I shouldn't be 5'7". You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like if
right.
we're hooping, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm short, and not try to find the short fat dude on the court. You know what I mean?
Says he's between 5'2" and 5'3".
Jeez, no, that's disrespectful. In between,
He won't stand still long enough
he's
for people to
between
hide.
5'2" and 5. Wow, that's
5'4" is short.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for me, I go like, and I don't feel like working harder is an aspect of being short because it depends on what you do.
So here's the.
But you don't get respect.
Here's the flip.
Okay.
It's better for you to have, and this sounds silly. It's better if you have some sort of defect, handicap, odd shaped body look as a comedian versus being a sex symbol on stage, because now people feel like you privileged or you don't need to do this.
I feel like you're just not being creative.
If you're buff,
no, like if you can go on stage and people go like, oh, like that it shouldn't be an advantage to be some kind of disfigured.
No, well, you're right. Sure. But people,
ugly people do stand up. Here's what's always happened because the pretty people become actors.
Right.
Right? It's the same thing I said about improv, and I always hated to say this, but I'm like, the people who aren't quite cute, Tina Fey, Amy Poehler,
right.
Maya Rudolph, who's cute, but not like fine. They were great comedians.
Because they worked hard on their defect.
They were already working hard, but you just go like, I can't go be the superstar model, but here's my lane is because I can be funny.
Right. Because
funny is the default for ugly people.
If it was the average, say, it feels like all the comedians in the world who are all overweight, I guarantee a lot of comedians are overweight because I feel like they felt like the sexy people got that covered. We're going to figure out a way to get women from being funny. So they're working hard this direction of like, let's figure it out. I guarantee every fat white guy with a beard is funny.
I don't think so.
Think about that.
I think every fat white dude wants to be funny and attractive.
Man.
I think you work harder to be funny so you can stand out. But I don't think it makes you
It helps
work harder on like a career.
Pretty girls don't need to work hard to be right, because they're goodies. They're ready to go.
Right.
They
already kind of stand out to some aspect.
Right. We got to cook the meal. We got to chop up the anchovies. The anchovies. We got the chives.
Why are we eating anchovies?
No, I was thinking, chop it up. The chives. We got to put the tomatoes. This Hello Fresh over here. We got to figure this out.
Okay.
Versus pretty girls, they just throw that mug in the oven like, let's go.
It's pre-ready made.
Yeah, they don't know what's in the ingredients.
Right.
They don't know how much salt and seasoning is in that.
I still haven't heard the advantage of being short.
The advantage of being short, you can ride on all the rides. we can do a versus tall versus short.
Oh, you can't ride on all the rides?
I cannot ride on all the rides.
Really?
Because I can't even put my legs to the side because it's usually right there in front of me. I can't get in all the cars. I can't say never, but riding in the back seat is a problem.
Right.
Having hats on in cars is a problem because my as soon as I turn my head, it will hit my.
Because you're hitting the top of the roof.
Yeah.
Because he don't have space in his car. All right.
When
you know what this is equivalent as? This is like a white dude complaining. I feel like this is the white dude talking about. They're taking all our jobs.
It's a disadvantage. I'm saying, like when I'm showering my titties first. I gotta dip down to. can't get the water. I'm like, why we showering my titties?
All I hear is good problems.
Good problems. You enjoying your titties getting showered?
I do the same thing. Titties first.
Ooh, titties first. Titties first.
I don't know why we did that. This is not that kind of podcast, man.
Okay, my bad, man. I don't know what C minus mean. Let's jump right into it.
All right, so C minus society is you know my story very well.
Mm-hmm.
You know the beginning, the middle, the present of my story. So pretty much, I started this podcast to help people get where they want to be, even when they started like trash or they feel like they can't do it because there's other things in the way. And I wanted to give people like a real time kind of thing, and they can see me progress and being like, hey, I'm a super bum. You know what I mean? I was in jail. I've been homeless, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And to see me progress as like the writer, producer, and whatever else we get to do, I want to see people do it. So the whole podcast is about showing people who've done incredible things, tell them how they got there, the work ethic stuff, and, you know, it's just that. It's just a show about work. And it's called C minus society because I got a C minus in a grade once, right, back in like middle school, and the teacher was like, great, you're almost average, because I was hyped with that C minus, bro. I was hyped. I was like, woo!
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And everybody was like, I was like, oh, you guys don't know what
You excited about that?
But yeah. But I was like, you understand, I thought I was going to fail. I got a C minus. I'm already above average as me, you know? So the C minus just means that in society, like, they always say that the C students become bosses and A students become employees. You know, that's a phrase, a lore out there, you know. And I never wanted to work for people, right? You work for yourself. You've been independent a long time, right? So that's it. It was more about other people who feel like they're stuck in a rut. Everybody who feels like they're in an average place to say you're not in an average place. You're well more capable than you ever can think and imagine. We just have to find a system or a way to get there.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what this podcast is about. It's not about short versus tall, Dion.
Hey.
Because tall people win in life. Tall people are more likely to get the jobs over the short person. Tall people are more likely to get the girls over the short person. We know these are facts. These
Can't
are
be
facts.
NASCARs.
It's the same as the guy with the full head of hair more likely to get a job than a bald guy, which I'm bald also. So I got short, fat, and bald, Dion. You still want to keep going? You win, asshole. This is over, Cam. Let's go.
Table flip.
So for those who don't know my man, Dion Lack. I met Dion doing stand-up. Jeez, what year was that? 2010? Before?
That's about right.
Yeah? When'd you start stand-up?
I started stand-up 2002.
When'd you start your second run of stand-up?
I did a lot of runs. 2002, and then I was I kind of
Dion's on Def Jam, guys.
Nope, Comic View.
I'm sorry, I said Def Jam.
Don't do
Dion's
that.
like Comic View, guys.
Yeah.
Comic View. What are you looking at?
I had a booger in my nose.
You do.
2002.
Can't
and
make sure you
then-
disinfect this mic later on.
2002. Then I was tough into working at T-Mobile from 2004 to 2008.
They're still looking for you, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm 100% sure.
To find Dion's T-Mobile story, go to Daddy Issues.
Yeah.
Maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
Dion was on
It's
as a
called
guest.
Filth.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was a crazy episode.
And I was doing, at that time, I was heavy, you money driven.
Mm-hmm.
So you're just working at T-Mobile and just doing open mics whenever you can.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, I stopped doing comedy, came back 2010 because I had a big commercial 2008. They carried me a
Doritos
long
commercial?
time. Nope.
Oh, not that one.
Nope. I
What
had
was the
the
other one?
Jimmy John's commercial 2008.
Dope. Okay.
That carried nationwide for a good 2 years, carried me, and then I was riding the wave of just doing features, like not even like pursuing comedy. Just like when people would say, "Hey, you want to do comedy?" Yeah, I do it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't like
Working on it.
Right.
Yeah.
So then 2010, when my commercial hit, my boy Ron G was like, "Dude, you are hot right now. You have to get back out there. People got to see your face. People, you got to use that as a bit.
Yeah.
Use it." So I started doing that again, and then from there, from 2010 to 2014, I was heavy in the streets, and then that's when my production business started taking off. And then from 2014 to now, it's just been like spitting
Yeah.
here and there because it's like it's so hard to balance two different like major careers.
No doubt.
And then I started looking at comedy as disrespectful for me to be doing it just to be doing it, but not feeling like I want to use it as a touring option or getting on Kimmel or or like, you know, finding ways of like getting my stand up bigger than where it should be. So I was doing it only if I was being asked. But I was just like, to me, actually wasting these stage times for people.
I remember you saying that
yeah,
then.
just like I just feel so disrespectful because it's like,
But you actually respect comedy.
right.
And comedians.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah,
You're not a stage whore.
nah, I was definitely an open mic whore.
Yeah. We all were.
Yeah, I'm talking bad to the point that, like, my jokes were about open mic. It was just like, yo, you ever see when Marty comes in and he has the popcorn? It's like, I'm killing up in here, baby. They all know this inside joke.
That's funny.
But yeah,
Would never work at a comedy club. People like, who's Marty?
it was Marty. Yeah. What do you mean 2-drink minimum? I mean, what, they had that. What you mean you got to buy some coffee?
Oh, man. Those days. You miss those days?
You know, it's so far.
It feels like a long time
It
ago.
feels like, really? Do we have to really get out at 6 o'clock to sign up?
Yeah.
To get on stage at 7,
Yep.
and then from there, time it,
To the
sign
next
me up.
spot. Yep.
Sign me up
so hit
at,
the next
at
spot.
brewing company,
Yep.
and
Man.
then you go. We ever
We did that for years.
Years.
People, I feel like they don't understand what it takes, but we did that. I want to say at least for 5 years or so.
Yeah.
We were around, and it was like, yo, me, DION, Tony,
DC.
DC, Ron G, Keenan, Justin Hires, Sidney Castillo, like Reggie Jr. There's a ton of us. There's so many more. Clayton.
Yeah.
There's like a
Well,
ton.
Clayton do a lot of open mics. I don't remember him.
Clayton would. I would see Clayton down at what's that spot in Santa Monica? Do you remember? It was off of the something lounge. Zen Lounge, not Zen Lounge. That was somewhere else. I remember because what's that dude's name? King. What was his? Jeez, it's been so
King
long.
Kadar?
King Kadar used to host it. Down off of Santa Monica, and oh my God, I can't remember. It's so long ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, we used to hit these spots for hours. And when people think like they watch stand up and they see people who are dope make it look easy,
Right.
that's the magic trick.
Yeah.
Because they don't see the hours and hours of being out for. Yo,
It
how
is
many
not
times,
fun.
bro? I fall asleep at mics, try to get up. You had the last spots, man. Everybody's gone. You talking
You
to
up
3
next.
people.
And now you screaming through your jokes.
Yeah. All right, you net. Come
Yeah,
on,
you gotta
man.
make jokes so you feel asleep.
Oh,
Man,
I
it's
got
crazy.
Chaz on deck, and right now it's Dion. The comics are trying to be energetic, and then by the end of it, you be like, let's just I don't know who's next. Everybody's drunk.
Yeah.
The
The worst is the
Stretch.
absolute worst.
Stretch used to host his spot down in
Stretch.
Remember Stretch, tall light skinned dude. He used to host his spot down off of
Sunset?
yeah, it might have been Sunset Red Rock.
Yeah,
Rock?
yeah,
something
yeah,
like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, man. I just like just the journey, bro. The journey, because I feel like so when I disappeared from stand up, I felt like everybody was always asking me where I was because
Right.
we were around for so long. You
Right.
become family, and then I was just working, right? I was just working a job even before I got with Bentley and writing. I was just working at the Flyway, right? So. I think I did that for like 2 years straight before I even saw like a club again.
Right, yeah.
So, and then I just want people to know, like, on that side, if you ever want to do stand up, man, you got to have a whole system. And you had kids.
Yeah.
Because your kids are what now? 12, 14, and
15 and
15
10.
and 10.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Yep.
So I could imagine doing stand up with kids then.
Yeah, it was painful.
And the whole wife.
Right.
You got a whole family.
It was triple painful because you really have to like spend that chunk of time because they get out of school like at 2. You got
Right.
and I gotta get somewhere at 5. So
Right.
I gotta. Hey, you guys hungry? Let's play catch real quick. Ha! I gotta go.
Still trying to be a good dad and shit.
And by the time you come home, they sleep. And
Right.
then the only time you get to see them is when you take them to school. Well, I was taking them to school, so that's the only time you actually get to spend time with them. So shout out to Donice for holding it down while I was in and out doing everything in LA.
Right.
So, yeah,
I mean, it takes a lot.
it does, man.
Yeah. So when you left stand up in that sense, it was never like Dion's a quitter. I was like, I don't know how you did that for that long.
Yeah.
I was like, it takes a lot to be able, because our careers aren't guaranteed.
Right.
It's not like a place where you can work your work and you get a chance to move up. There's no supervisor there being like, hey man, I've been seeing you working hard, coming in every day on time and staying late, and if you want to promote you.
And it wasn't like this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to quit. It was more so like I had an option to do something else.
Yeah.
And do you think like this right here is going to catapult my career?
Right.
And then this career is going to be legs and material to go back to do comedy.
Right.
So when you use your platform as stand up to meet friends and you do my stand up comedy rap thing I did, and then you feel like, oh, I have a lane here.
Right.
Now I can shoot music videos. Now I can, have a production company. I'm growing from there, and it's like my money is growing.
Yeah.
And I was like, now I'm the plug for learning how to do things. Something like this is my lane now. So
you evolved.
You evolve, but at the same time, you kind of feel like people remind you that you're funny. And it always make you feel uncomfortable. It's like, dude, you got to get back, man.
Yeah, I tell people like, there's like, who makes you laugh? I'm like DION. DION makes me laugh per minute, laugh per laugh.
Brother, mate.
You make me laugh.
This is just for the podcast.
The most.
This is just for the podcast.
No, it's
I
zero
watched
doubt.
all of them. He said this to everybody.
Never. There's no doubt. Like DION might be one of the funniest person because you think punchline first. I don't think
you
would tell me something. You'd be like, "Yo, it'd be crazy if a clown got ran over." And then I'll be like, okay, because you start off like this, and I'll be like, all right, but because, and you'll build a joke backwards. You do this all the time.
I
This
can't.
is
say
this is how you tell stories, bro. You'll bring up the most wildest scenario, and it's always punchline first. Or sometimes you're like, I don't really know yet. I was like, DION thought of the funniest thing, and then he was like, how do I make it make sense?
Yeah, that's
but
funny.
you build.
You gotta tell me the story
punchline
because
first.
I think you just created a.
Next time it happens, I'll show you because you do it all the time. But you just were like, oh, all right. So anyways, on this, I kind of talk about work ethic, where you are right now. Right now, you have 2 studios in downtown.
Yes.
That you produce in, you rent out, you shoot, you do damn near everything.
Yeah.
You're a one-stop shop for you edit films, TV shows, different projects, all in all, and you direct and you produce all in all.
Yeah.
Because you're crazy talented and you have crazy dumb storytelling. I believe wrote a book. You're an author.
Yes.
With a series.
Yes.
Voyage of Truth.
Yes.
Alabaster
Prison is coming up next. I know it sounds silly. He was like, what are you talking about? Alabaster Prison is coming up very soon.
So and you draw.
Yes.
You're crazy talented.
Yeah,
you
and
draw.
rap.
You draw the art and you rap. Which let's not even talk about. Yo, follow DION at DION Lack. Watch Young Keloid. Right? DION's rap alter ego.
Yeah.
Watch DION get down. Because I've reposted you a couple times.
Yeah, man.
Because I just go like,
that was a major shout out because it's very rare people repost that.
Bro.
And
I feel bad that I don't work hard enough to get more followers just so people can see how dope you are.
Oh, I appreciate that, man.
Because I'm like, nah, people need to see my man. I've hired you to write raps for me in projects.
Yeah.
Right?
It went well, too.
Yeah, it
It was
did.
a lot of fun. I had to do a lot of research on Chicago.
I'm glad you did because I didn't want to do it. So I hired you. DION can do it. He'll put in the work. I'm not doing this.
That's
I hope
funny.
I paid you enough.
Yeah, it was fine, dude.
Next time. I know
what
you're
doing.
building.
And it was more so like it was like Chaz has been a blessing to me. 2018, he was a blessing to me, man. He got me out of a dark place of like a standstill. I felt like my life was.
I baptized them.
What if I was just like, yep. Just left it like that. They were like, "Yo, you serious?" Like,
No, I'm way too much of a horrible individual to baptize somebody. God would reject my baptism.
what if it was a pastor like this? Like, okay, what's next? All right, put holy oil on head.
On head. Hold on, still low. I would dump DION underwater, and he would hear God be like, "No, get back up."
Try this again.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
I
delivered you. Tell the people how great I am. I delivered you out of a dark place.
Yeah. And I reached out to him because I felt like my life was being repetitive, and then I had said I just need me. I need purpose, and I was just like, yo, whatever you got going on, let me know. And he said, we ain't got nothing going on right now, but I would love to, have you a part of the Harvest Studios, riding crew. And he took me up on his wings, so to speak, even though I'm much taller than him. So it was more like
it was a tight fit.
It's more like he was raising his hand.
I was always high
I was
fiving
up
Dion.
under his wings. Yeah, and we wrote for a good 9 months,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Just punched out a bunch of stuff. I had the opportunity to see the beginning of
Partners in
Partner in
Rhyme,
Rhyme.
which we just finished.
Yeah.
MC Light show.
Man, it's great to see.
Yo,
it come
you had a
together.
squad off with MC Light.
A squad off.
Your squad off. Do you remember?
Yes, I did. I should repost that.
Y'all went from squat to squat.
Yeah, because my watch will say, "Hey, you have not moved in a while. It's time to get some squats on." So I did it in
And
front
Light,
of her.
Light
She's
crushed
like,
them.
"What are you doing over there?" I was like, "I gotta do 15 squats." She was like, "Let's go," and she didn't stop.
You held in there for a long time.
I did.
You were sweating and legs were shaking.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, Light won. Light weighs 100 pounds.
yeah. She's light.
Yeah. Light as a rock
Speaking of
indeed.
light,
Uh-huh.
I did a show with her.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I didn't think about it until now. It was called
Before or after you met her at the studio? Before?
like 2008.
Oh, okay.
She was a voiceover for a BET show like Next.
Yeah.
Like a dating show?
But she does them all.
Yeah. And I watched it and I was like, it was like the whole time. I could have reminded her of this. She's like, Dion had no chance against so-and-so, so-and-so. So next up we have, and I was like, this is crazy. All this time I could have reminded
You were on
her.
the show next?
I was one of the dating people.
Hilarious.
I was one of the dating people.
We got
Show
it.
got canceled immediately.
You had the you had the footage somewhere?
I don't know. I try to look for it on YouTube. I have the disc, but I don't know where it's at.
Yeah, she didn't choose you, huh? Well, fuck her.
First one got knocked out.
What?
First one got not literally knocked out. But
Oh.
First one got X'd.
Oh, okay. You got out quick.
Yeah.
I'm up bad. Did you
know-
go super cocky?
Huh?
Did you go?
Well, I knew I was gonna be. I was looking at the other two niggas. I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna beat these other." It was like a fitness dude who was like a millionaire now,
Oh wow.
and it was like an artist that had like this tall, slender built body. I was like, how they pair me up? They purposely did this because they knew I was gonna go out with a punch.
It would have been funny if you were the best looking one and she was like, damn it. There was some one-eyed curmudgeon on the other side.
Shout out to the word curmudgeon.
I love that word. That's me. I'm a curmudgeon.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, yeah.
okay. All right. So let's talk about where do you see yourself in the next 5, 10, and 20 years? What's Dion
Great
like?
question. 5 years would be
21.
2021.
Nah, 26. I just did this. 26. Uh-huh. I like how you went with it. 21.
So-
Yep. Absolutely.
So I see myself, and I've done this before. I have 3 scripts, feature films that are on the brink of selling.
Okay.
I want to use that credibility to build my platform, and that's 2026, right?
Yeah.
10 years from there, I want to. By then, I want to get back in front of the camera.
Where you
that-
belong.
Yes, back in front of the camera, and I feel like with the 2026 and 2031, I would have enough of a story to start doing stand up and get in front of the camera.
Okay.
At the same time, because I feel like I've built a team, I wanted to have my own studio. I want to grow from my studio. I'm a huge fan, and I admire Kev on stage, who I've never met.
You never met Kev?
Never met.
What?
And it was weird.
What?
I never actually met. It's more like a passing sort of thing.
Okay, that's crazy.
So I see how he grows. I see how he moves, and it gives me hope that it's possible that
It's
it can
definitely
happen.
possible.
So as soon as he got his first studio, I definitely got mine downtown and start growing from there. But just seeing how easily the money is being moved in that space and that you can grow from there, I was like, this thing easily can be done
Right.
if you have a team.
Right.
And then you can get a bigger space, and then you get like 5-6 studios
Right.
or sound stages, and it was like this is possible.
Right.
But yeah, I want to keep growing my brand,
Mm-hmm.
keeping it lactose.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to separate myself from what I do for people and my name.
Mm-hmm.
And that's happening now.
Yeah.
Because people know, because as of now, I shoot, I take pictures.
Right. You took my baby's pictures twice now.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I have run the studio, answering emails, draw. Like I'm trying to separate the duties I do for people
Right.
with lactose. So when people reach out to lactose,
That's the
I
company.
can go to somebody
Right.
to say, hey, they're looking for pictures, they're looking for this, and then Dion as the talent.
Right. I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel
so
in the
that's
same.
what I'm doing now.
I feel in the same boat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. And then what's 20? What we doing?
20, I would be 59.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll have a tub full of Blue Chew. Just swimming. I'll be in a tub full of Blue Chew like Tupac albums cover.
I feel like you should be still having your own erections at 59.
You know what? At 39, it's been sometimes I'm like, what's happening? Like I feel like this is funny. I feel like my check engine light from jacking off as came on. It was like my dick was like, hey, I only had 607,000 jack-offs, and now you've reached the limit. Either you get a new one or find some performance enhancements. So it's nothing embarrassing.
Oh.
It's nothing.
Check engine light on his dick is
That muck is blinking. I need a Tesla.
Oh, how long's it been on? It's been yeah, cats are going years without taking it. I gave it an oil change, but the light's still on. Everybody thinks an oil change is changing. I don't know. Still on. I try to take the cap off and put it back in the car. No, that's Oh, dog.
Yeah, so
that's funny.
So all that to say is I want my brand to be bigger. I want my face to be bigger.
Yeah.
It's so hard to separate business from me.
Well, it's hard to find people who can kind of do what you do in your business that you trust.
Right.
I mean, because you have a certain level of expertise that you expect from, especially when somebody's paying you money. Yeah. You want to make sure you get it right. And, of course, you work. Shit, how many hours?
Oh my God. You know what
how many hours do you work? How many hours do you work in your business a day, Dion?
Yeah, a lot. I would say at least 18.
Yeah.
You know what really sucks is being good at something that you don't want to be doing. So people were asking me like, "Yo, Dion, you really good at the podcast situation. How do you?" And I'm like, "Do I need to learn this?
Right.
Like, I don't want to do this."
Yeah.
And it's like, "Hey, Dion, you an editor? Is it possible you can figure out how to transcode your Black Magic into Final Cut?" And I'm like, "Damn it, why do I have to learn this?" And it's like, "This is how I'm making money, but I don't need to learn this. I don't want to get good at this.
Right.
I don't want to take on tutorials."
Because then people go to Dion for all your transcoding needs.
It's like I hate it.
Yeah.
So it's like I should be working on something else.
I refuse to learn how to line produce at our studio.
You did it last time, right? What would you just producing?
Oh yeah, I was just producing. I won't line produce is like all the budgeting stuff. I will now refuse to do anything out of my wheelhouse. I put together content, I develop it, I write, that is it.
Yeah.
You have to go to somebody because everybody would try to dump a project on you. And I was like, I won't budget, I won't line produce, I won't schedule, I won't do a goddamn thing. Yeah. I'd rather pay somebody else to do it than to take on something else, because that's what happens.
Absolutely.
You just they'll dump on you and you'll be like, "Nah, I'm doing this shit I didn't want to do in the first place. It takes more hours away from what I was trying to do."
Yeah.
And somebody goes, "I'll pay you $10,000," and you're like, I just gotta I just gotta say it. I just gotta like, no, I don't do that.
Let me say something.
That's why I refuse to learn. I can't.
This last project, this dude dumped me. You know how much this is. Dumped me 20 terabytes of footage, all unorganized. He has said, hey,
20 terabytes?
Yes. He has said, "Hey, this is what it's supposed to look like. Is it possible you can recreate this?" I said, can I get the workload? Like, can I get the stems to know how to edit so I can pick up where the last editor left off? He said, I ain't got that. So now I have to edit from scratch.
Woo.
So I said, bro, and this is me saying I don't want to do it. I said, it's gonna cost you about like 11,000. He said, all right, let's do it. I said, motherfucker. Like, what?
Yeah, because at once you're like, I didn't want to do it anyways. Now I could have got 15 out of it. Did I say 11?
Yeah. So best believe I figure out ways to keep upping it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, so what I realized, I was like, I gotta hire a voiceover actress. I gotta get me an editor to co-editor to help.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, let's do it. I was like, damn it, why are you still agreeing with me? I don't want to. I should be working on something else.
Yeah. I hate spending hours on. I hate doing stuff I don't want to do anyway.
Yeah.
Which is kind of why you started working for yourself, because you don't want to do stuff you don't want to do.
Right.
But then you're like, damn it, am I still working for somebody?
That's jobs.
Yeah. But you need money.
Yeah.
You know what? You didn't really actually finish the 20-year thing because we stopped after the dick engine light run.
So I would say 20 years. I did. I say I want to separate myself.
Mm-hmm.
I want my face to be bigger than my brand.
Right.
Because I feel like my brand is bigger than my face.
Right. But what does that mean? What are you seeing? What are you doing?
I want to.
Like you're coming on a talk show.
Yeah.
And then what's happening? What's promoting?
I'm on a talk show now or on a talk show
20 years from now. You're on Kimmel's 99.
Yeah. I want to have those stories of like, yeah, I've been here since 2002. A lot of people don't realize that my brand has been built from here. And once Cam figured out that I was in front of the, behind the camera, he said, you deserve to be in front of the camera. And then he see my true talent and put me in Hangover 7.
What are you promoting? And what 7?
Hangover 7. So what am I promoting?
Yeah.
I'm an actor now. I am official.
Oh, you're purely
I'm an
entertaining.
Actor. Yeah. I feel like once you have a story, for me, this is just my story. Once you have a story, it helps sell your comedy.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
So once people can say, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that movie.
Right.
You wrote that?
Hangover 7?
Yeah. So now it was like when I use my face and brand, I can then be like, he does stand up. He did stand up? Yeah, he's always been on stand up.
Right.
Like Judd Apatow.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He has a great story.
Great story. Yep.
You ever seen him stand up?
Yep.
I haven't seen it.
It's not
So I
that
can't have a
great.
good punch. Damn it. Use the wrong.
But he's got a great story.
Yeah.
And he did a comedy special anyway, so what do I know? Somebody bought it.
Right.
You know?
So
Judd just lives a nice life, and I go like, I can't relate to this.
Yeah. The hardest thing is you can make anything funny.
Yeah.
You just have to translate it to help people believe that it's funny.
You gotta find a common ground, and
You gotta find an audience.
Yeah.
And it's like you gotta ask yourself, why is this funny? And it's like now I had to take people in my brain to say this is how I think, and then when it filters out, it's like now you see what I'm saying.
Right.
But you can do like
There was
surface.
I used to do this joke where I would reference Friday for black audiences and something about Mary for white audiences.
Right.
And it was just
worked the same.
always.
Yeah.
Same exact joke, two different, because I was like, why doesn't this reference hit on this side?
Yeah.
Everybody knows Friday.
Right. Yeah.
But not everybody knows Debo and Smokey.
Right,
And then when I went
right.
to something about Mary, they was like, yeah. And I was like, oh, okay.
Great. Yeah.
And
Great.
then I tried to something about Mary in the black crowd. They were like,
Yep.
we don't watch that shit.
What is your darkest joke you use in your work? Finding what? I don't know if I'm gonna use
I
it.
tell you, it was horrible. It's an abortion joke.
Yeah. I got one too.
An abortion joke? Oh, it's so bad. I was saying that, I was always afraid to have a kid. Shit, it's been so long. Hold on. I was always afraid to have a kid because I was like, I didn't want to have an abortion. Because what if the abortion doesn't take? What if my fat kid's just too big and he just gets stuck in a vacuum? And he's just like, I was like, I got to turn this up. I'm like, hey, man, for $800, you better turn that bitch up. Click, click, click. And he's like, and then the baby goes through to the bag. And I was like, yeah, then what if, like, somebody's got to empty it out? There's the guy, I was like, well, the doctor takes the bag, shoots it in the basket.
Oh,
He's
man,
like,
that is not.
But then you see a bunch of misses all around the basket. And then some old Latino lady comes up. She's got a clinic.
There's so many.
Dios míos. Oh, poor little baby.
There's so many things
So
you could have helped tell the joke.
That's the
You
whole
went
joke
right
in that
into
shit.
Amy explaining, like, you got to open up by saying stuff like, I have a dark mind. Like you gotta
No.
use that as a premise or something, or say something like my biggest fear.
I think I can't remember. I told you it's been a long time, and I stopped doing it in certain places. I stopped doing it on the road.
But it can work.
Oh, it worked. Oh, don't get me wrong, it works.
Well, I'm
but
saying it can't. But you gotta like for the sensitive people, you gotta figure out a way to like. You don't care.
But also, it's something you do later in the set. You don't start off with it.
Yeah, of course not.
But I would do it, build up enough trust.
Welcome. This is me.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Abortions, right?
Yeah.
No, I would always do it later after like they like you, blah blah blah,
Yeah.
and then I can't remember what got me there, but I would do that joke, and then it just kept getting worse because that was what made it funny to me is the abortion and the thump sound, and then the guy shooting it in the basket, and then all the misses made me all the misses around that made me crack up.
Yeah.
And I was like, and then somebody just I was like, that's the best joke I've ever written.
Callback if you had did like another joke about you try to shoot your shot at a girl and it was a bunch of
misses around.
Yeah, and that'd be a great callback.
Dios míos, my baby. Yeah. So anyways, that's the darkest joke I've ever told.
Yeah, my abortion joke was the worst job to have is an abortionist. And you got to work that into a conversation. Like, so what do you do for a living? He's like,
I undeliver babies.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah.
And she's like, well, oh, really? What, you like a pediatrician? Give or take. He's like, so tell me a time you saved the kid's life. Well, this one time I fucked up. And that little crumb snatcher stayed alive. So I made that into like a fail, like this is a tough job to have. It's like, how do I sell this as a get on the dating scene?
All right.
So that's how you kind of slide it in there.
That's funny. You're a great storyteller, though. All right. So do you feel like you've given your very best effort in your career? And if not, what's the leap and what's stopping you?
Great question, Chaz.
And if not, what's the leap to get there? The day-to-day, the work ethic, and what's stopping you from making that leap?
Great question, man. I was talking to myself about this in the corner, crying. No, so have I done my very best? In my circumstances, yes. I'm just all types of stuff leaking out of my body.
I hope we'll just edit that out. That was gross. All the room
burp?
smells. Oh, my God.
I blew it. Yeah, my according to my circumstances, I've done my very best. But the hardest part is when you become the biggest, most motivating person in your circle, it's hard to stay motivated. So you tend to kind of feel ostracized. Is that a word?
By yourself?
Not ostracized. What does that word mean?
Ostracized kind of means like you feel like alone, isolated.
Sure, I can use that. I feel like when I work, people want to play around me, and it's like, am I working too hard? Like, am I not taking breaks? Am I not having fun in life? Am I not enjoying life? And I start to feel like, I guess I could take a little break. And it's like, no, I got work to do. I still have an agenda. I still have a goal. And it's like, yeah, let's go to this party in the hills. And it's like, my plan was to do blah blah blah.
All right.
And it's like, well, I guess I can. And then I start to kind of fall in this circle of like, yeah, I need to get out more because I'm a fun introvert. So I don't mind being by myself.
Right.
But I know I need to be by myself to get work done.
Right.
Like I figure out I need to turn everything off. TV, music. I need to be fully focused. I need to eat. I need this is how I work. But then I find myself realize like everybody living life, and I'm just sitting here writing. It's like, I have to have this pay off. So
right.
So you know that feeling of like this has to pay off. Some people say,
yo,
where you been? It's like this is what I've been doing.
Right.
So have I did my very best? I said, doing according to my circumstances. Yes.
But you can look in yourself in the eye and go, I've done my best so far.
I've done my very best. What's the camera?
Are you looking at yourself right now?
I've done my very best. As far as a father, my weight, that's a different story.
Wait, what happened to the father thing to the weight?
No, I'm saying I was saying as in like as work ethic, as a business person, as a father. I was like, weight. I was like, my weight.
Right.
So he said, wait.
Oh, because you was like, as a father, my weight, But you were saying that you was doing your very best as a father.
Yeah.
But then you're saying there was a comma there. I didn't catch the
Yeah,
comma. I got you.
I was like, wait, that's a whole different story.
Got you.
Yeah, I feel like being an editor, being in front of the computer the whole time, it's really difficult because you typically in a groove of editing. It's like things are flowing, your computer's acting right, it's not stopping. You be like, oh, okay. And next thing you know, you were like, yo, I went through a whole smorgasbord.
Yeah.
And now you're like, this is where the hips come from, huh?
Yeah.
And that's the problem because like when people give me a job, they say, hey, can you get this done in 2 weeks? You feel like, oh, hell yes. As a matter of fact, I'm going to get it done in 10 days.
Yeah, man.
And now when you wake up in the morning, you're like, why did I? No. You
Okay.
You be like, let me get a quick workout. I can get on it ASAP. If I get it, I'm going to give myself a schedule from 9 to 5 to work with this person's project. And then after that, I'm working my own project. So now you're looking like trying to create a plan for yourself, but at the same time, it's like, I'm just creating this unrealistic,
Right.
and I'm getting fat from eating in front of a computer.
Because all you're doing is working. But you put yourself on a time crunch.
Yeah.
I always say that too. Somebody be like, yo, when can this be done by? A couple of days. That's my answer. And I'm like, why do you always say that shit? Now I got to do. Couple of days went by. How we looking? Now I got to stay up all night.
Yeah.
Don't sleep.
Prove them wrong.
Which actually, I hate it.
I always ask them, when do you need it?
Yeah.
Everybody says,
Deadline. What's your deadline?
do they really tell you? Like, I don't like asking people that. Now I'm trying to get a better habit of saying, like, here's my schedule. But,
See, my schedule changes all the time.
Right.
I can't tell them inaccurate.
Right.
I always go like, hey, this is what I'm, or I tell people, like, I have these 3 other projects in front of yours.
I love that. That's my word right there. That's my word. Like, hey, I got like 3 or 4 projects. So now they're looking like, oh, he's working.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
busy.
excited I hired this person because he's sought after.
Yeah.
And then it's like, AKA, you get it when you get it.
Right. That's exactly what that means.
And if you get it early, it's like, oh, he really working.
Right. That's
He stayed
exactly
up all
what that
night
means.
for
You
that.
get it when you get it. Get off my back. And you try to update people.
Yeah.
Hey, got you looking like this shit right here. Such it right next. I got some people working on it.
Do you
Blah, blah, blah.
hold on, do you edit?
That's the thing that I'm
Mostly do.
too good at.
I am too good at. My funny thing is, I like to. I'm so self-conscious about my editing. Not self-conscious, but it's like you don't know because if they don't have a creative vision, they be like, just do what you do, and now you feel like you be like, because you really are building like an Eiffel Tower, and then you be like, you hand it to them like, hey, this is the first draft. you be like, hopefully like if you have some problems with this, no, this is the first draft.
Right.
Yeah, you're always like, there's a couple of changes. To it.
So you slide over like, here
It's the same in writing too. You go like, here's the first draft.
yeah.
We can do anything you want.
Let me know what you want. Let me know if I'm going in the right direction before I start
Right.
putting the real stuff onto
Right.
it. AKA, I put everything on it already. I put everything on it. Because then I can add the transitions, the lower
Right.
thirds. I can add all the other stuff.
The rough cut, the first draft is the best.
Yeah. And then he be like, how you feel about it? You look like this. Like, I love it. Okay, cool. Okay, now I can give you the real version. Like, I ain't did nothing. I ain't doing nothing
The
different.
best thing is working with clients who don't actually know what they
Want?
or what looks like really, really good or can't pick out the small little areas. And they're like, yes.
Cam, you used to have a mic, dog. What happened to you having a mic on here?
Next episode.
Next episode. Cam, you had a mic with me
Yeah,
for the
yeah.
longest. Right? Can you reach it?
Yeah.
Cam was my voice who he never wanted to get on camera.
Yeah.
But-
That's dope.
But I'd be
I like
talking
that.
to Cam and then people are like, you gotta get Cam a camera. But Cam don't want a camera.
Cam don't want to.
Cam don't want a camera.
Yeah.
All right, Dion, what started your comedy journey? What was the beginning?
Started my comedy
What was I was
journey?
telling Craig that watching Living Color started my comedy journey.
Mm-hmm.
What was yours like? I was
Martin
like, I want to do
Lawrence,
that.
you so crazy.
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence, you so crazy, man. When I say I know that whole entire stand-up special, verbatim.
Did you say after that I want to do that?
I used his jokes
Yeah.
and made people laugh, and I was like, if I can do this
Yeah.
from somebody else's jokes, all I can do is write my own.
Right.
And then for a talent show, I used his jokes.
Yeah.
And it was such like
Raunchy.
no, it was
You
it
did the
was
clean
it was
version?
no, it wasn't his jokes. It was more like his punchlines. It was like I kill everybody up in this mother, like stuff like that, and just like hey, listen up, I come to do my time, like stuff like that. So just using my bit, like having my premise but using his punchlines.
Yeah.
So it was weird. I was like, man, I think I'm hilarious, like because my act outs is killing them.
Yeah.
So then I started realizing my comedy is act outs.
Yeah.
And Martin is amazing at storytelling.
Yeah, and you're great at being physical.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen you hit the ground, do a whole chokeout scene by yourself.
Man.
I've seen you do a heart attack by yourself.
And I never filmed that, man.
That's great.
I never filmed
It's
that.
time to do it again.
Yeah, yeah. I think I need to. Yeah, I need to do that. I need to do a special of all the jokes that never got filmed. Just to say I did that. See, because somebody stole my joke, man.
Which one?
Can't say stole it, but they definitely using it. My repeated joke. I like him, but I don't like him.
Who stole it? Who was it?
I mean, the dude.
Do we know him?
It's he don't use it like that, but he definitely says, "Oh, you crazy."
Who is it?
The Ha Ha Davis dude.
I don't know you, Ha Ha Davis, but we're coming for you.
Yeah, he's like,
me?
oh, we. I mean, it's not. I can't say it's stolen.
It's stolen.
It's a phrase that we all use.
Inspired by.
I can't say I never met him, but that was my closer. And I kind of feel like 2012 was when he kind of took off. It's like, oh, you crazy. Oh, you like him, huh?
I don't know, dude.
You know him, dude.
Ha Ha Davis?
Yeah, he's huge.
Is he?
Huge on Instagram. But that became his phrase. As in, like, you know.
I stole it. And I'm starting I don't know. I'm sorry. People who are fans of him are going to hate me now. I don't know who he is.
Yeah.
But I know DION. And that's what matters. That's my loyalty to lies. All right, you ready for this one?
Let's go for it.
All right, you're on your deathbed.
Uh-huh.
You already talked to your entire family. You accomplished everything on your list. Okay? A reporter comes in, and he's like, "DION, Mr. Lack, before you pass, what are 3 pieces of advice you tell people for the world?"
You're going to do it right now in front of my family?
Well,
That's what you doing?
Yeah, they're standing by.
They're standing by?
They want to hear it, too.
Is it news around me and all that stuff?
Yeah, everybody's around. It's your dying moment.
Okay, we're going to act this out.
You going to do the beeps, too?
I can breathe a lot better now.
Did you take the thing out your nose?
Get my good side. Come here.
We're
Bob
running out of
Gumbo.
light. The battery's dying.
I would say chase your dreams. I've heard this before. Chase your dreams before someone hires you to help you chase theirs.
Ooh, nice.
That always hurts.
Oh, that does. Yeah.
And second one, procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God's gonna give you another day on this earth.
Damn, yo. Oh, that's a gem for your ass.
That hurts.
Ugh.
And
You arrogant bastard. I'll do it later. Guy's like dead. Who's next? Who else wants to procrastinate?
And when you have an idea, try your best to do it as soon as possible. That's the same thing as the last one, but
It's not.
just write it down, man. At least write it down because it is a window of inspiration. And you're just like, oh, that's hilarious. It's like, we can do it tomorrow.
Right.
And then Frank dies. And you totally forgot about the idea and you never wrote it down.
Right.
You just assume, you hope that someone else was going to inspire you.
Right.
I get another one that actually inspires. Nobody is going to be as excited about your project than you.
Right.
You have to do 90% of the job with the help of 10 people. Do not tell people the early stages of inspiration because they don't see your vision.
Right.
Because you be like, I got an idea of, imagine the niggas who created Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Got an idea of these green
Horrible
people.
idea out loud.
Green people. Hold on. I see them green. They have like backpacks on. They're ninjas, teenagers. Their dad is a rat. They like pizza. Like it's like this is the early stages. They trying to figure it out.
Right.
They're like, yo, what? Hold on. Hear me out. I see it. They from New York, but they sound like people from California. Sound like surfer. Come on, dude. Yo,
Yes, I
what?
never thought about that.
What? They like, what are
Only
you
Ralph.
talking about?
Yo, what's up? But the other one's like, why are you such a?
So they
Hilarious.
like, yo, you bugging. So, but so now that you wrote it out, it was like, what if they turtles in that innocent and that, even if you had the whole storyboard, it's still hard to say.
Bro, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles sounds dumb as hell.
It is the worst.
If somebody
I have it tattooed on my arm.
You do have a tattooed on your arm, and it's a great tattoo. But if you came to somebody's like, yo, I got this crazy idea, bro.
Yeah.
There's samurai shark,
So-
adolescent.
Yeah.
Right? You'd be like,
Yeah.
nah. What are you talking about? No, man, look, the samurai, they swim in Japan. They learn how to be samurais.
Right.
But they're like 13, 14, or in puberty. You know what I'm saying?
Is the teenage important? Like, are they getting carded?
Yes,
at the,
man. It's the most important part. They're teenagers because they get into trouble. They break down their master. He's an octopus, by the way. You'd be like, that's a no, fam.
Right. You had to be high.
Transformer sounds genius. When you tell me there's like these mechanical trucks that transform in and out of, I'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, that's great.
Right.
When you tell me Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Right. It's a lot. It's a It's a long ass title for one.
right.
Like
And they made a song out of it. Teenage Mutant
It's not no
Ninja
song. You just
Turtles.
repeated it over and over again.
Like, I'm just like, yo, that's a. But you're 100% right, bro. Because if homie would have just told, I'm sure he heard no,
Right.
right? I'm sure you heard
He
a
had to
gang
be
of
high
them.
with the executive producer.
And then,
like-
but you have to know that. And Craig just said everybody's smart idea is someone else's dumb idea. Craig just said that. You know what I mean? So or everybody's good idea, someone else's dumb idea.
And don't let your people, because the thing is, people tell people's ideas for them to say, I want to be a part of that.
Right.
They only tell ideas early to hope that I can get you donate your time and
Right.
talent
Yeah,
to
yeah.
help me with this.
Right.
Because if I tell you something, it's like, how you feel about that? He's like, I need some work to it. It's like, you're right. It's stupid.
All right. Then
It's
you're
like you
done.
get discouraged because you're shooting your shot.
And I
And
tell
then you
people,
see it on TV later, and you're like,
Damn it!
I tell people too, man. I expect anything I try to do, I expect it to be at least 5 years. I try to think of life in 5 years increments. Like even when you develop a show, you go like, I hope it happens.
Right.
But you go like, realistically, it's gonna take a couple years at the very least, man. If you can't dedicate to a project or like the chase of it for 2 years, like don't even do it.
Yeah.
In my opinion, you know, I'm like, if you're not willing to go with it, suffer through it, and I don't mean suffer, but sometimes
Right.
it's agonizing, bro.
Yeah.
You hear that? Yes, like I just had something recently that we've had for like in the last year and a half, and it just got another no.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's a good idea though.
I want to tell you about a job off camera about a writing job. Remind me.
To me,
Yes.
I'm good.
Well, I'll tell Cam then. You just be in another room.
You know I'm down.
No, not. I want to tell you about it.
Oh, great.
Not bring you on or anything like that.
I'm down either way. You know that.
It wasn't
you know,
like me
but you
trying
know
to like sell it.
anytime I try to do something with you, I'm down.
Yeah.
You know that.
Hey.
But yeah, like it's those things are you're on a journey that's crazy. You're not trying to. You have a studio in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Against the the Netflixes and the
Yeah.
bigger ones. You
Right.
know, even if it's a lower budget thing now for some people, you're budget pocket friendly.
Yeah.
You know, you're not free.
No.
You know,
No.
pay Dion.
Yeah.
But if you're in the LA area, go to LTE Studios, Lactose Entertainment. Book Dion. What's your website? What's your site? What's your shits?
That's what I forgot to do. No, I'm joking.
There's no site. That's why no one's calling the book. I mortgaged the house.
I gave him the link. What does it say? The link. No. We have lactoseent.com. We have the social medias, all of them, Facebook, Instagram.
You have the Lactose IG, Facebook, and then you have the Dion Lac.
Yes, Dion Lac,
IG.
the name, and Lactose ENT, the brand, and the studio is LTE Visions.
Tell people your work ethic, far as like how do you stay so disciplined? What's your kind of your thing? What's your regiment? What helps you focus? Because you got a tough gig from the writing to the editing. It takes a lot of hours.
Yeah.
I have ADD. It's very hard for me to sit down and write. I have a system that
Yeah.
I use. What is your system
So,
that helps you
my-
push?
My system keeps changing.
Mm-hmm.
When I wrote my book, I had to literally uninstall Facebook, Instagram from my account.
Mm-hmm.
it's really hard to be an entertainer and not be entertained by movies, TV shows, because people talk. Your people that you're inspired by say, you got to watch The Wire.
Right.
Oh, if it's that important, I got to watch it.
Right.
So what I tend to do is to be inspired by with entertainment, I only watch things that's less than 10 minutes because it's going to end.
Right.
I work out by staying in the loop by listening to y'all's podcasts or Kev's Here's the Thing and Daddy Issues, just to kind of like what's happening in the world. When I'm in writing mode, I have to get off Instagram, but I know how Instagram works, the algorithm. Like you have to kind of feed the beast because they'll push you down, way down. So when I wrote my book, I'm jumping over the place. When I wrote my book, I had to get off everything. And then my flow was super, super fast. I was writing like 20, 30 pages a day.
Yeah. Man, you were cruising.
Yes. Yeah. Of course, you have to have a little guideline.
Right. An outline.
You know, where am I going? And you just pretty much connect the dots.
Yeah.
I look at it like, I look at my outline like a clock. And you be like, I definitely want 1. I definitely want 3. I have to have 7, 8. And now he's like, okay, now what do I have to do? I have to piece these together. I have to have a full story. What is my beginning? My ending? So now you kind of like, how can I connect all these together? So that's when soon as you connect the whole full pie, I look at like, okay, now I can tell my story. Now I can get through the script. Because a lot of people just want to dive right into
stupid. Do an outline.
Dive right into final draft.
Outline is the most important part.
Very important.
I've sold off the outline before and then had to write the script, or I got paid later for it. But you can sell off the outline is the story.
Yeah.
Outside of some changes.
I learned a lot from Harvest. Shout out to Big
Oh
Man.
yeah, we did outlines.
Yeah.
Shit, that's all we did.
Yeah.
Was outlines.
Tear.
There'll be more.
But being your own motivation is really difficult. You really have to. Okay, I have to take my kids to school, so I have to get up at 4 because when I drop them off, traffic is gonna be crazy. So I have to figure out and I'm a slave to my calendar, which is a problem. Because just like Kim, I have clients coming in at 7 to 12, so I have to open the door for them, give them the rundown. Hey, your light's not working. So I have to come back or something like that. So I'm constantly, I rent out my studio, and I'm the only person. I don't have like a staff. Right. So most of the time, it's whatever my schedule is on my calendar. I have to just open the door, leave, try to figure out. Now I have like if it's, for example, if it's from 7 to 12, I have 7 to 12 to write to do something. But it gets thrown off when they say, "Hey, could you come back because blah blah blah?" I'm like, damn it. Right. So it's really hard to create an actual schedule, because I'm going off of people's time. So my schedule is very loose, very weird, and it's hard to stay consistent because I'm relying on, other people coming in. So staying motivated on team is really hard. So I can't really say I have a solid set schedule. But it's like I'm day by day.
What's the drive, though, behind it?
Drive is...
What makes you say, I got to go do this, I have to make it happen, I can't let something distract me? What's the drive?
My drive is, what I say is, I tell myself, people are paying me to not chase my dreams. Not as a form of payment. Right. They saying I look when people say, "Hey, Dion, could you edit my project?" I look at them like, "Hey, Dion, can you stop chasing my dreams to help me with my project?"
Stop chasing your dreams.
Yeah, yeah. And it's like, damn it. So now it's like I'm furious because you have the audacity to ask this talented man. Right. So that's my drive. Yeah. In the most humble, arrogant way of like, you got the audacity. You don't even feel like you should. You don't see me in your own project. All right. You gonna come to me knowing how talented I am. Knowing how talented I am, you ain't hired me. You asked me to edit. So when I look at it like that, I was like, okay, all right. So I need to show them that I have it, but also you're paying me to get away from my dream. Yeah. So that's my only form of consistent motivation.
Dope.
I know it's weird.
No, it's a Kobe, Michael, MJ. Remember, Michael said anything. Remember, he make up stuff to keep himself up.
That's when I took it personal.
And that's when I took it personal. Nothing happened, Mike. All right. Actually, what's your name? Because you're next. I'm just a reporter, not anymore. I'm actually going to start reporting today.
Did you see the
Taking this
SNL sketch about that when they did the? Oh man, please! After we gotta watch it.
Dion also, if you follow Dion on IG, you'll see some of the best sketches, the best creative sketches, pretty much all by yourself.
That
correct?
is, if I have time.
If he has time.
And I would love to do it. I had this conversation, dude, and I know you agree with me. We love to do sketches.
We do.
But the point is,
me and Dion, sketches. We did the CBS Diversity Showcase together. Back.
Yeah.
Or did we miss it? We were on the same one?
We did it. Same year.
I don't know what year that was. 2013?
2013.
Yeah. So, I mean, me and Dion love sketch.
Right.
We're sketch guys.
But the hardest part is doing everything.
Yeah.
When you have to write, produce, shoot, direct, edit, promote, post, act. Yes, and act. So when you get that it feels like you just did 400 pounds, like, they're like, yeah. It's like, you release to the world. They were like, that's hilarious. He like 13 views. He be like, hey man, stay consistent. Like, stay consistent. My arms hurt. And it's like, yeah, you gotta have a team. You gotta have people helping you out. I was like, so the hard part is getting people to help.
Yeah.
But you was like, this is my idea.
I have a plan though, in the future for us, like a system, me, you, and some other people. Because I became a system guy. Okay. Because I don't have, you don't have time for everything. Right. But I go, even with Cam, I was trying to do more people today, but my schedule's been crazy. And then, but I try to do a gang of shit in one day. Because I look at now, like I look at 30 days, or whatever the month is, right? I go, yo, if I can do one day and I can get a week's worth of work done, that's a great day. Absolutely. Right? If I can shoot 4 episodes in a day here. I go, that's a great day. That's my whole month is done. Yeah. That's a great day. If I can go shoot, then go edit the same stuff all in one day. And I think about the same thing with sketches. I go like, yo, can I go shoot a gang of shit in one day? Can we all get together one day and shoot out or whatever? And it depends on how much you want to post. Right. Of course,
also how much it costs.
And it depends how much it costs. Right, right. But I go one day. I mean, when we shoot over there, you seen us do 13 episodes in 10 days. Wow. Right? Like, we don't do the episode a week. Right, right. We got 10 days to shoot a whole season, 13 episodes. Crazy. We just did 5 with MC Light Show. We did 7 episodes in 6 days, whatever it was.
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah. So it's not, I don't come from the class of, hey, let's take our time. I'll go like, hey, we got the.
It's very doable. It's
so
not about
doable.
The money, though.
But the money.
Who's doing it? Who's shooting it? Who's editing it?
Right, exactly. Now, the money, like, that's a different thing. I don't think the money is ever the issue to me. Oh. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm balling, but I go, what's the plan behind it? I go like, here's the budget, here's the time, here's the stuff. You know what I mean? But I go also, if we shot a bunch of stuff and it's like, cool, one day of editing, one day of shooting, I go, can you do a month's worth of work in 2 days? That's a great day. Right. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I just do, like, and now everything I do, even with the writing, it's just, I have some real, like yesterday I did 4 pages. This morning I did 6. Yeah. Sometimes you'll do, like you said, you'll knock out like a whole bunch of shit. Right. But I go like, I got to have that one monster. I'm that type of player. I might get 60 in one game and I might get 10. But he's got so much potential if he can just be consistent. But that one day, luckily, there's equal money for me doing that. But I go like, I just need one monster day. Right. And then you can set up your month. Yeah, yeah. Which is crazy. You know what I mean? Being who I am,
is really hard to let babies go. That sounds like an abortion joke. But it's like I wrote this, I directed this, like here, edit it. And then you look at it like you be like, this is not what I wanted. Just give me the goddamn filter back. And it's like so it's hard to just be like, I would love to just act. Yeah. Or just write. Right. Or write.
But you can't right now.
Right. Because if I can just shoot and give it to somebody else and it's like, he's gonna kill it. Right. Or just has like a simple 2-shot. Right. I'll be fine with that. Right. It's like, why would you take that shot? And I'm always like, as a director, like, why I said something better than that. Why you cut it off so quickly? Right. Why use this music? And I'm constantly like thinking about the options versus like, I'm editing movies
Right.
versus
I was gonna say,
sketches.
this doesn't
I'm going
this-
too much.
Yeah, you can't be a perfectionist here.
I know, and that's the problem.
But there's different things for different things.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? There's different. Like I was telling with them, even writing now, I don't care. Where's my money? Right? I go like, I don't have any passion projects anymore. The passion's been beat out of me. You know, you want something to be dope, but once you send it off, like whatever you guys do to it.
Have you seen projects that you wrote and you be like, oh,
have I?
Yeah.
Yes. But then you go like, that's not what it was supposed to
Ain't
be.
tag you on it. Written by.
Or, I mean, sometimes I have issues with the casting. I go like, that's not who I wanted in
Yeah.
that role. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I suggested who I wanted would have killed that. And then you see something that's not dope, and you're like, but now it's going to have my name on it.
Yeah, there's a
But
project out.
there's a phrase in the business, and it's the check don't change.
Yeah.
And I go, nobody's going to really remember that. Nobody's, if whatever I wrote that didn't come in great cost me my career, then I didn't deserve that anyway.
Right.
Then I didn't do enough work in the first place. I go, I can have a bad game because it's usually by the writer. It's not really my fault anymore. Right? There's so many hands touch it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I go like, I'm not gonna take it personally. I'm like,
Story changes 4 times by then.
it does. From the editor to the director to whoever produced and put eyes on it, you don't really get a chance to put your name on it, or I mean to put your work on it. But it's not even important. I go, I use my money to build something else that I want to do.
Right.
I just need you. You're my day job.
Right.
You know what I mean? I need you for my money. And I feel bad for people who go like, writing's a passion. I go like, yeah. I need this bread so I can go do some more stuff that I want to do. You know what I mean? Anywho.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you for coming on, man.
Yeah, man.
We had a
Thank
great
you.
convo. You made me
Absolutely.
laugh as usual. Dion like the
Absolutely.
funniest nigga in the game.
Hey, man, I take it and claim it.
The funniest.
Come on.
You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me ask you one last question, though.
What's that?
You get back on stage,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
How many shows will it take for you
I was
if
just talking about
everybody say boo
this. Oh.
for you to be like, this might not be for me no more?
No, a boo doesn't mean much to me. You can boo me a gang of times. I'm this type of dude. I'm the type of guy who will strike out, who will airball, who will lose over and over again because I know where I want to be. And I go, no matter how many times it takes for me to get to where I want to be, I will keep losing. I don't have a problem losing. Losing doesn't mean you're a loser, doesn't mean you lost, right?
But it does something to your psyche, right?
If you let it, if you lose track of, if you go for the immediate right now, you'll lose. If you go for the immediate, I didn't kill tonight, I go like, great, what did I learn? It's the same thing when I played chess. I tell people it's not about winning. They're practicing. I'm always practicing.
Right.
So I was like, I have to learn, but you have to learn how to practice. My coach used to say that practice doesn't make perfect, perfect practice makes perfect, right? And he used to break it down because I was like, that's dumb, we're practicing. He was like, no, if you do something wrong for the intent to try to get it right, but you're not taking the time to, this was wrestling. So he was like, if you don't do a move slowly the first time, he was like, then you're going to mess it up every time you try to do it fast. So he's like, you got to do it slow. Boom, you come here. What does that do? What's your body do? Know your body, know your movement. You know what I mean? Boom, you come in here, you slide. What's the glide? What's this person going to do? Anticipate their reaction. That's the process.
Right.
Right? I'm like, if I go in there and say, I got to go kill tonight, or I'm going to go home and hang myself.
No.
No, I'm just saying.
No.
But even that, if the crowd goes boo, I go, great. That didn't work.
What I'm saying, it wasn't about like the motivating yourself.
There's not an amount of boos that I can get to say I'll quit.
I'm talking about if you got knocked out as a boxer
Yeah.
every single night, would you be like, I still got it, y'all? Or,
If you got knocked out, if it's something that you go, I can see, you have to, if you can't see the end goal, then you can't do it. But if you're going in there,
I still got it, y'all.
man, because you got to be, also, I'm like, well, how hard are you working? Are you at the wrong weights? Maybe you should go down a weight, buddy. You know?
Yeah,
I'm going to be the greatest heavyweight. Like, maybe you should be
that is the
light.
hardest thing because you know you're talented,
Right.
but when you constantly hear the no's,
Yeah.
you really had to find that shift of like, it's not me, it's them not understanding me, or it's not.
It could
me,
be you not understanding
or
yourself.
you're just not great.
No, I don't think that. I think that it's you not either, because some people would do stuff that you're not great at. You know what I mean? Some people aren't act out dudes, but they want them.
Right,
Right.
right.
But something like you just got to, but you have to
Figure it
do enough work to know who you are.
All that to say is I know a comic, and I was like, bro, you've been using the same set. So I was
Yeah.
like, I don't know what it takes, but he has it. He has that drive. I was like, I hope he finds his voice.
And that just sounds like somebody who's not trying other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to go try something different or come from a different angle, or
Yeah.
if it's the same thing every time,
Every time.
but then
you
you're
press
just
and play.
Yeah, and then that's just dumb. Now that's not. You're not trying. You're not trying to do a different move. Maybe you're not a 3-point shooter. Go post. Go. He's 6'9" out here. I go get a post game player.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, it's sad.
No, but
close friend of mine. Go ahead.
who is it? Do I know?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll talk about it later. Don't go do some other jokes.
But I told him, he's like, "Oh, it works." It's like,
You got to hit him with the playback. You got to play back his tape.
play back the tape.
You got to. Yeah, let's see what. Let's see. And then you got to hear
Let's see if they agree.
Yeah, then you got to hear. You might hear, ha ha, that guy liked it.
That was me, man.
Yeah, man.
I was trying to encourage the crowd to laugh.
That's it, man. Thank you, bro.
Absolutely.
Dion Black, everybody, yo, please go follow my guy. Thank you for coming on, bro. I
Prayer
appreciate you
hands.
to death. Love you. You're my bro. Much more success
Prayer hands.
is coming for us, man.
Absolutely.
You specifically, because you work your ass off.
We're going to look back at this and say, remember when?
Remember when you came on a podcast and you said my check engine light is on my dick?
Now I'm on Forbes magazine, biggest dick in the lot, biggest dick in the United States.
Thank you, man.
Yeah.
We out, y'all.
I hate this delay.